I'll say one thing, comparing this early access compared to the Fall Guy, there's a lot more people in Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Chase Lee Hockey here, Blue Futon reviewing Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. What's about pretty simple premise. This is generations. There's no really timeline, but if I take a random guess, 200 something years in the future, and you know what? The apes kind of took over. Humans, they're kind of feral. They're kind of meandering around like, ooh, I can't talk. They're not the smartest ones. However, there's one girl that is smarter than the other ones. Now, Noah, the new ape, needs to realize who is Caesar, who is not proximity Caesar, something Prometheus Caesar. I don't remember. Starts with the P Caesar because I'm an idiot, okay? And what are both of their endeavors / reasons for their missions. So, did I like this film? Also, 4DX. So, of course, 4DX first. Pretty bombastic 4DX overall. Every time there was action sequences, water was going everywhere. Fans were going off. No smoke effects. This movie, I don't remember having a single smoke effect, single bubble effect to do snow or rain. But there was a lot of rain coming at you because the third act is in a big, cellar, if you want to put it that way. Cellar's the wrong way, more of a vault, if you want to, yes, vault. And water is going to be in your face, on your clothes. And if it's hot outside, it's going to feel pretty damn good. And then the seat movement. Pretty bombastic because there's a lot of flying, there's a lot of climbing, there's a lot of fighting, there's a lot of bombastic just movements with the camera. So, if you're looking for a good 4DX experience, this is for you. With that, if you notice, I watched Dawn and War of the Planet of the Apes in 3D. Kingdom wasn't in 3D. I think this could have benefited extremely well in 3D just because I noticed some of the effects in this movie. I'm like, ooh, that would have been a good 3D effect. That would have been a good 3D effect. So it's very interesting they decided to go that 4DX 3D effect. But it is what it is. 20th Century Fox decided not to do it, even though Avatar, I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what they were thinking. But this would have been a really solid entry in the 3D franchise. So talk about the movie itself. I do think it's a well-crafted movie. The director of this, Wes Bell, also has done the Maze Runner trilogy. So I'm curious if he's going to take this trilogy as a whole, or they're going to switch directors on the second or third one. But it's interesting. I think if I had to give some negatives overall, I'm going to say it's the pacing. I would say the message or the reasoning behind some of these characters, they just felt a little bit incomplete. Yes, you're trying to do some world building with Noah, with May, and you're trying to understand their reasons to what they do. Noah's is pretty simple. You have this other ape clan come and take the Eagle clan and make this quote-unquote kingdom for the apes. And of course, the new Caesar, if you want to put it that way, wants to destroy all humans. But May, she is also kind of has her own thing where she wants to go back to the past and to say, you know what? I want humans to kind of take over the planet again, which it's very interesting that she wants to do that and what's her actual cause or reason to do that. Because there's, the message of can apes and humans live together forever? And of course, let's be realistic, where these movies are going to go, the answer is hell to the no, because there's always going to be apes that want to kill humans. There's always going to be humans that kills apes. There's no such thing as peace in the real world, so why would there be peace in this world? So when it comes to that, I just don't know or understand the reason behind this, because Noah saw the ape of, the fake Caesar, if you want to put it that way, kill clans members, kill some of his apes, but at the very end, he kind of takes side with Caesar, saying a dialogue about humans. But it's like, what? But didn't the apes do the same thing as well and kill a lot of your people and enslave you? So it's weird things like that where I know they're trying to push the story in a separate direction, but I don't know if what some of these characters saw correlate to what they are saying. There's issues like that, especially also with the human character and human things of like, I really doubt these satellites would move. I really doubt after all these years, everything would just be fine and dandy. I made the complaint in Fallout about how the light bulbs would be working 200 years later. I'm going to make the same complaints here where all of a sudden you turn a switch and everything works perfectly fine. I doubt this is a nuclear plant. Yes, maybe it is run by water, and that makes sense, which kind of does make sense why the power would work, but I just still think there would be corrosion, salt water, etc. Things wouldn't work as perfectly as it should in this movie. And there are some interesting things that you see in the trailer about like looking through the books and, saying, oh, can humans and apes work together? Yeah, I think they could. But like I said, I think it could be more like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. We're just going to try to go that route. And of course, it's going to be a human or an ape that just, is a complete extremist, if you want to put it that way. So talk about the technical craft, a freaking plus. Oscar nomination, probably Oscar worthy right now. And looking at what can come, people say, oh, it's going to be Dune 2. I'm sorry. I will say it right now. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes has better CGI, in my opinion. Because why do I say that? In Dune 2, yes, it looks good, but there are some pretty janky scenes in that movie. This is freaking flawless through in and throughout. If this does not win over Dune, it'll be a farce, in my opinion. The sound is pretty awesome. The score is awesome. There's some good jokes in this movie. I think it's an overall entry into this. So it's kind of weird. If I'm going to compare this to Rise of the Planet of the Apes, because it's the start of a trilogy, and this one, I'm going to have to give the edge to Rise because you understood some of the characters' reasonings a little bit more. This one, they leave it open-ended and still a little bit confused with what is going on because, yes, there might be some still trust issues with what is going on with Noah and May and what the actual humans are trying to do. But I still feel like what Noah saw and what is human versus ape, yes, he's been living with the apes his whole life. But yes, May did that one thing about, flooding the vault. And I'm still a little bit confused why Noah wouldn't want that to happen because that was the plan the whole time. And Noah kind of knows that if the fake Caesar got what he wanted, more apes would be enslaved, more apes would be killed, but same with the humans. So like I said, I think the overall ending message didn't work for me, but as a movie going experience, to me, it was pretty damn impressive. So Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes will receive a 4 out of 5 Futons, which goes at 80%. So see the critics and user scores gave this one. So it looks like we have a critics at 85% with 97 of them. Critic consensus, carving out a new era for Planet of the Apes with lovable characters with rich visuals. Kingdom doesn't take the crown as best of the franchise, but handily justifies its continued reign. Now, I'm a little bit bummed that they did kill one character. That's all I'm going to say. I was like, man, do we really have to kill that guy off? Pretty damn bummer. Anyway, 8580. Chase Lack here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One more things, Futontopia. You Futons, they watch a great day. Don't watch Stay tomorrow. Week from month right here for hours. Here we go. Love you. Sorry about that. I'm just a weird mofo.